tomorrow is our 1-year anniversary from our grand opening of Rowantree.
Yay, or we call it our Rowanniversary.
So we're excited. We're actually celebrating tomorrow. We're going to have open co-working starting at 1:30. So if you're around, come by. And at 4:30, we're going to pop some bubbly, non-alcoholic and alcoholic. So come and join us to celebrate from 4:30 to 6:30.
And so we just wanted to take a moment to reflect on some of our favorite moments over the past year. We're supposed to do 10, but I think we have 11. It's okay. So, Aim, why don't you get started?
So one of my favorites was actually naming Rowantree. We definitely actually originally came up with Rowantree in our name storming process, but went back and forth because we thought, we need to have co-working in the name, but ultimately we went with Rowantree because it was extremely important to us. It is the tree that represents our birthday.
April 9th.
Yeah, like gemstones represent birthdays, so do trees. But the tree itself meant vision and connection and balance and power and transformation. So it was all things that we wanted in the space, and this tree stood and represented that. And the coolest part is that it seeks the highest of altitudes to grow, even in the harshest conditions.
I still get goosebumps every time we see it.
So it was a good name.
Okay, and then one of my favorite moments was walking in. I was late one day and everybody was using the space exactly the way we imagined. So we had people using the conference room, people were talking and laughing and connecting in our community hub. There were people upstairs focusing quietly. Someone was using the phone booth. It was our vision come true.
Yeah. Another favorite memory I have is before we even had our space, and we were trying to raise money to open the space. We drove up to New York to do a crowdfunding video with I Fund Women, and it was a fun experience just to go and film a video and to be up in New York together and have some friend time, but it was the kind of the starting point of this dream being like, okay, this is real, we're doing this video, we're gonna raise money, we're gonna start crowdfunding, and thankfully we were able to raise quite a bit, which helped us open up, so it was a cool day.
Love to give them a shout out. I Fund Women. And then the other really fun moment was on Facebook. Someone threw out a question to a local group about, does anybody know a co-working space? And several people started recommending Rowantree without us even having to ask. And then also people now start to ask for, where can I host a neat event? And again, Rowantree just started popping up. So it's so validating that we don't even have to ask, and people are recommending other people to us. And it means so much to see that happen.
A quick, easy favorite I have is our key dance.
The
first day we got our keys, we stood in the lobby and did this shimmy and did a boomerang.
Yes, we did.
And it was one of my favorite posts because we had so much excitement and had no idea what we were getting into, but carefree excitement.
Yes, it was fun. And then recently, actually this has been happening the whole time, I thought a lot of our members knew each other already because they seem like they have the best relationships and friendships. And what I'm finding is they actually never knew each other until they became members. And we've been seeing our members connect and work together on projects, or they'll go on an outing. They all decided they were going to do a sip and stitch now, so they start to knit together. We had one of our members, actually two of our members partnered up, and now one does a mosaic pop-up shop at the tea shop, Elgin Street Tea Shop and Miss Mosaic. So seeing our members connect without us doing anything, and they're taking it on to their own and they're making it their own. Again, it's just something I never would have imagined could happen so smoothly and beautifully, and it's so inspiring.
So I always think about our grand opening, and one of the things I loved about my wedding was that everybody I loved was in one place. And something I really loved about the grand opening is that everyone that we had met on this relatively short journey, who has made such an impact on us getting to where we are, they were there at the grand opening. Our families were there, our old friends, our new friends, our business partners, our mentors and coaches, everybody was there in one place. And I remember taking a moment to look around and just take in everyone's faces because I didn't ever want to forget that. So I'm hoping tomorrow is a little bit like that, so come and visit us.
And then our holiday party. We did a member holiday party and everybody got together and just connected and networked and laughed, and then we all made these beautiful mosaics, and there was such ease and happiness and lightness to the day, and seeing that community, again, it was such a wonderful way to start off the holiday and end the year.
And so I have one more. Do you have any more?
I have two more.
Oh, okay.
Maybe three. Yes.
All right, you go
Surprise
again.
one. Okay. Members are literally happier because of being members of Rowantree. We did a member survey, and most of them responded that they're happier, feel less lonely, and are more productive. And it's simply by having a space to go to.
We actually had a member say that her husband knew when she had been here because she was happier when she came home and made dinner. That's good.
Getting that feedback is just mind-blowing.
Yeah. Well, one of my last ones is if you've been to Rowantree before, you may have noticed that we have a mosaic near the front door, and it is massive, and it is of a rowan tree, and that's one of my favorite creations that we have done together. Is Kate has this idea. We knew we wanted to commemorate our founding members in some way, in some sort of piece of art, and literally Miss Mosaic, Jen Nowak, walked through our door and said, "Oh, I make mosaics. I'm starting a new business." And Kate said, "We should make a mosaic," and I don't think any of us knew what we were getting into in terms of how big it would be or how many hours it would take, but it is phenomenal, and our founding members signed it, and that's forever going to be a piece of art that we will treasure in here and wherever we may grow to be.
And finally, well, I have two more actually under these. So one was feeling like a rock star. Our children think that we are famous now because we are on the cover of Fairfax Women magazine. We've been in a couple articles, and
on TV.
And on TV, earned in community television, and also with Delegate Plum. And so one day I took my kids to Taekwondo, and we were leaving the building, and my son and daughter saw Mom and Amy on the cover of a magazine in this Taekwondo building, and they thought I was dynamite. So that was, I felt like really cool for a minute.
Yeah. Well, I thought of one more.
Okay, go ahead.
Something we were finding many of the members say is that being a business owner is lonely and it's isolating, and that here they're finding this community and this tribe and these people that will support them and cheer for them or cry for them, with them, whatever they need. And I've had the same experience. I've always, once we have been best friends for 16 years, and we used to be very close and did everything together, and then we got married and moved away and had families, and it's hard to create time for one another. And I was missing those friendships and that community, and I'm so fulfilled every day from the women that come in here and seeing my own relationships forming, and then certainly taking our friendship to a whole new level.
Well, my last one was going to be my favorite thing is working with my best friend.
Oh.
Yeah, because this could be like, it could go downhill or up, really good or bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've both grown and our friendship is even stronger, and but we're in it together, and I couldn't imagine doing this with anybody but you. Love you.
Love you.
Happy Rowanniversary!